Toss it down the left side. Going for Pettis. Over the shoulder. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Bears! Justin Fields on his stomach. Took a hit. He's in pain again. But he just completed a beauty.
Robinson standing next to Wentz at the 6-yard line. Now here comes Curtis Samuel. Hand off Robinson up the middle of the line. Heading towards the goal line and in. Touchdown! Touchdown Washington! The first career rushing touchdown for Brian Robinson Jr. Takes the snap. Turns to his right. Throws toward the end zone. That is bobbled up in the air. Is it incomplete? Yes! Benjamin St. Juste was on coverage of Darnell Mooney. They think Mooney was out of bounds. They haven't decided yet. What's the call? Washington is celebrating as if they got to stop.
Is a catch short of the goal line. The runner bobbled the ball. First down, Washington.
They said he went out of bounds inside the 1.
Corey Nando and Friends, presented by Mayo Media.
Welcome, everybody. Corey Nando and Friends, presented by Mayo Media Network. We are rocking and rolling into the weekend. I sound like such a radio. We're rocking and rolling into the weekend, playing your top 40 hits all day long. On today's show, we are going to get into the South Carolina State homecoming and why we can't find any lines to bet on them. Number one. Number two, did my Justin Fields investments before the game pay off? Number three, Dante Pettis. I don't know, man. Maybe he's relevant. Maybe he's the guy now. All of a sudden, they finally let him throw.
The guy where?
What do you mean?
Maybe Dante Pettis is the guy where?
Oh, the guy. Like the guy in Chicago. We've all been very disappointed in Darnell Mooney, who had an okay game, but he actually tried to hit Dante Pettis a bunch of times. Cam Akers is out this week. I think Cooper Kupp.
There's something going on with Cam Akers. That's interesting. The wording behind how Cam Akers is out.
Yesterday, when they asked about it, I was reading Jordan Rodriguez's Twitter feed, and she'd said that she noticed that he wasn't there in practice, but then later on, McVay said it was like a personal day. So I don't know. I don't know how did they word the actual him being out?
They was like they working through some things with Cam Akers right now. So it sounds like if it's a personal thing, it might be something with the team. It's very interesting. The Cam Akers thing has been a disaster so far this season. A lot of people in on Cam Akers, including myself, not going good right now. So that's what I'll say about that. What else you got, Nando? What else we working on today?
And then I think we hit the lines, and we're going to double check the parlays that we made and see if we want to make any tweaks to our $3 parlays.
Yeah, we made to tweak those parlays, and we trying to use $3, spend $3 to win $300,000. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rolling. Yeah, that's
we're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go from $3 to $360. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bet 3 and win $290. Mr. minus 110. You know what I'm saying?
You're not watching the show where we pride ourselves on our 53.6% winning percentage.
No. We take swings. We take swings. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna give everybody an AT. I give you an ATS winner almost every time on this show. I gave you the Commanders last night. ATS winner. Bang. Take that. NBA season coming. It's going to be winners after winners after winners. But sometimes, that's Mr. 110. I give you that. But then sometimes it's going to be some, it's going to be some take a swing for the fence.
I think I was trying to think of a way we could word that to make it like a cool mantra of the show, but we'll get on that.
Okay.
We'll get on that.
Thanks,
we're Misters plus 5947. That's us. With your random parlay number. Yeah. Jay Lynn filling up the chat right now with the inactives. Freiermuth is out is actually Pat Freiermuth being out is not we don't like that. We're gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back after I fix 7 of my teams.
I'm about to say we're taking a break already. This is new.
Let me tell you, man. I got Pat Freiermuth on a team that's doing a good team of mine, and there's garbage. Pat Freiermuth is currently starting because Kyle Pitts. Well, I guess I just slide Kyle Pitts back, and he's still got the Q next to him. At least.
Because Kyle Pitts is a fallacy. That's why. Yeah. That's why Pat is starting.
Oh, come on, man.
He's a fallacy.
Let me tell you who's available. If you care, I don't know if anyone cares, but I'm sure a lot of people might be struggling with this now. Pat Freiermuth is out for you as well. If you go by the CBS I don't like doing the projections on CBS. There's something weird about those, but Cameron Brate, Mo Alley Cox, Bates, Parkinson, Johnson, Disley. Disley's Adam Troutman, who I don't know. He's got Andy Dalton. Maybe that'll change his fortunes a little bit. Does anyone know?
Words no one has ever said. He's got Andy Dalton. Maybe we had to change his fortune.
For the better. For the better.
Yeah, exactly. He's got Andy Dalton. Yeah, we had to change his fortune. Yeah.
Who would you do here? Because I think I might actually.
I would go.
What about Gesicki?
Man.
I'm not taking a shot on Gesicki. He shouldn't be
with the rookie. I mean, with the young quarterback. Maybe that's the case. Right. I could see that. I think to me the most attractive one that you mentioned was Mo Alley Cox.
I don't know, man. I can't like that. The Colts, period. But also the Colts with they got a couple other guys in that tight end mix. Yeah. I like Mo Alley Cox. I just don't know if
it's hard to trust Mo Cox.
I'm extremely juvenile.
I'm extremely juvenile. What do you want from me?
That's why the people love you.
Yeah, exactly, because of my juvenileness.
Here's a question. So, like, if I just see in the chat, it's Matt Donnelly. It's our boy Matt Donnelly.
Matt Donnelly, what up?
That's Matt. Call in, man. Come hang out for like 5-10 minutes. We like you, man. You're cool. You got a mustache for the BSN. Although he might be working. He might not be able. I think he might be on the quiet mode actually, but he might be on boss mode. I don't know. But yeah,
what's boss mode?
Remember during the NCAA tournament? I think it was CBS. It was some site did it where there was, their brackets were up and they had a button called boss mode and you'd hit it and it would just turn into a spreadsheet, like a fake spreadsheet on your screen in case the boss walked by. Yeah.
So, got it. Okay.
He might be, being quiet in the office. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, there you go. They pretend to pay me. I pretend to work. All right. Well, next time, Matt, we'll figure this out. But Matt Donnelly from FF Vipers, cool dude, fun guy.
I like Matt Donnelly, fun guy, definitely.
Great. Hey, he brought the world Tara. I don't know if he can take credit for Tara, but it's Tara time, who's on CBS now.
Yeah.
I think she's
She's on CBS now. That's nice. That's good.
That's when I first encountered her on Matt's show. So,
okay, got it.
She's great. I like her a lot too. Great personality, deep knowledge. What more could you ask for? Anyway, Mike Gesicki's down 40% rostered, 11% started, Corey. How's that? We all talk about Kyle Pitts. Mike Gesicki isn't as disappointing, I would say, but I feel like Kyle Pitts at some point could go on a run. Mike Gesicki, I don't feel like is going to have that.
No, I don't think that offense fits him properly, the offense they're running right now. You saw some flashes with him and Tua at points last year. Nothing really much this year. Could be a situation where the backup quarterback comes in and maybe he sees some work. Definitely if Teddy B was playing, I would have liked that a little bit more better, but it's tough. Tight end. Well, we discussed tight end, for a little while, for the past couple of weeks now, Nando.
Yeah.
And tight end is a place where it's barren out there on those tight end streets. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really going down out there. It's like it's one of those years where tight ends is a position of tremendous weakness in fantasy football. Maybe that's why offense is down, because the tight ends ain't good no more.
But I mean, like, you would think, so you're coming in, you're like, oh, this is the coach from the 49ers. This is the mastermind behind George Kittle coming out of nowhere and becoming this huge star. And then he gets here and you're like, all right.
But George Kittle got a skill set where he can create mismatches. I'm not sure Gesicki has that mismatch creating skill set. And Kittle is also a good blocker too. That's a part of the tight end thing people don't understand. You got to be able to block, be an inline tight end, be able to block. Not every offense is fit for a move tight end, which a guy like Kyle Pitts is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now,
right.
That's why Kyle Pitts is having this lack of production? I don't think so. I think he's the type of talent you figure out a way to use him. But we drafted him ahead of Mark Andrews. That was a tremendous mistake. That was the biggest mistake of the draft season. Pitts over Mark Andrews.
But
Mark
there's
Andrews
nothing.
The number one wide receiver, the number one pass catcher in the Baltimore Ravens offense.
I guess there is stuff. I mean, like, I don't think you could make the case like we all made a humongous mistake by taking him over Andrews. And don't get me wrong, I got a lot of Andrews. Like, Andrews is like, he's Lamar Jackson's guy. You know what you're going to get out of Mark Andrews. There's no reason. Like, if Isaiah Likely pops a little bit, it's not going to be the expense of Andrews. It's probably going to be the expense of someone else. You know, like that was the preseason thinking. But you can't be like, Isaiah Pitts. Kyle Pitts is going to suck and like have a huge downturn of a year because of Marcus Mariota. I mean, like he had the same offensive system in place. It's still Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith knew Mariota from before, and obviously, if you're bringing in a guy who you've known from your coaching days in Tennessee, you're going to be like, he's obviously going to feed our star who just set a record. Well, not a record, but was the first guy since Mike Dick could get 1,000 yards in his rookie year from the tight end position. Like there's, I mean, that's like he did something that hasn't been done in half a decade. And we're sitting here like, is he going to get 25 yards this week? It sucks.
Yeah, and is he going to get 3 catches this week? It's too much for me. Wake me up when it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry with the Pitts thing. I'm not taking no more stabs on Pitts. Like, oh, Pitts is going to pop. He's so talented. Okay, the year he pops, he won't be on my team. Next year, I'll pick him up.
I mean, there's got to be some kind of postmortem where he's like, I was hurt but he wasn't hurt. He's playing. Speaking of which, how about Najee Harris? Yeah, I had no big deal. I've had a metal plate in my shoe for the last 7 weeks.
I was saying in preseason, a running back complaining about a foot injury where there's smoke, there's fire. I was saying that, and they would say, "Oh no, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing." When a running back has a foot injury and you hear about it, it's something. And now he got to play football with a steel-toe boot on.
I think he took the boat. It's off now, right? Like he was announcing it because he no longer has it.
Steel-toe boot playing football. It's not going to work like that. You know what I'm saying? That is for construction workers, not for running backs.
So do you think the buy low window's closed on Najee Harris? Like now that we know he's had this boot.
I wouldn't buy nothing in Pittsburgh, Nando. I wouldn't buy nothing in Pittsburgh. Maybe Primanti Brothers or something like that. Go get one of those sandwiches out there. That's the only thing I'm buying in Pittsburgh. That offense is almost as worse as the Bears' offense.
Whose fault is that? Is it the offensive coordinator?
You know whose fault? They let Ben Roethlisberger hijack the team for so long.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm coming back. I'm going to play. I don't want to play. I'm going to play. I don't want to play. So when they got into this song and dance with Roethlisberger, they could have been developing the quarterback, but Roethlisberger wanted to be the only guy in the quarterback room that had to say about stuff, even though he was washed up. So there was no natural progression. Now they're playing dudes that stink. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say Pickett stink. He only 2 games into his career, but we know what Money Mitch Trubisky is. You know what I'm saying? We knew that was going to be a failure. So it's not nobody's fault in Pittsburgh. It's that time where it's time to rebuild. They had a Hall of Fame quarterback for the last 30 years.
You don't rebuild. This team is – so I wanted to pull up – John Legeza wrote a great article. He writes the future waiver wire. I want to pick up now who's going to have a big week 7. And he wrote this whole thing on Kenny Pickett. And he threw these numbers. Hold on, this is behind the paywall, so you're all welcome.
Who do they play in week 7?
That doesn't matter?
That Kenny Pickett is going to have this Justin Fields-like performance.
Pickett's right? How about we got to get to Justin Fields in a second. I just want to finish this pick. Well, we can get back to Pickett. I'll leave this open. How about Justin Fields?
No, I'm gonna check week 7. Week 7, the Pittsburgh Steelers go on the road to Miami. It might work. Maybe that's it.
He's just saying he's got a bunch of hidden stats that are really good, like beneath the surface. He's an accurate thrower, and the advanced stats per playerprofiler.com are beginning to clearly reflect that. A 95.4% catchable pass rate, which is number 1 among QBs. 85.7% pressured catchable pass rate, number 1. 87.5% deep ball catchable pass rate, number 2. 6.9 deep ball accuracy rating, which is number 6. And a 6.8 under pressure accuracy rating, which is number 4. Oh, here we go. The Steelers host the Dolphins in week 7. Miami's given up some of the most yards per drive. Time of possession per drive is 32nd. They're just garbage, basically.
I see that. Listen, that's smart. That's advanced analytical analysis that some fantasy people are into. I'm more like make it tangible. Do it add up the points? Do it add up the wins and losses? Can I trust to back you on the point spread when you're the quarterback? All of this, he's second in yards per depth after 18-yard throws on a Sunday afternoon and a 4 p.m. Eastern time start. That's not tangible. That don't make no sense to me. To me, that's just words like calculus. I don't know what that's talking about. Can I bet on you? No. There you go.
Well, look, he's got Chase Claypool, I mean, he's got really good receivers.
Wait a minute. Jalen says Julio Jones is doubtful on Sunday. Jalen,
get out of here.
He's been doubtful the whole year, Jalen. We don't need. He's done. Jalen over. He's over. He'll go play one game next year, and we ain't gonna see him no more.
Jalen's on timeout. You're on timeout for 5 minutes.
No more Julio Jones updates. We knew Julio Jones wasn't gonna make it past the week.
Give us something useful. Julio Jones. What do we not pay you for, Jalen?
Yeah. But back to but Nando, I need tangibles. Give me tangibles. Give me Kenny Pickett.
Once you see the tangibles,
against the spread.
You can't pick him up. Once you see the tangibles, they're done. He's gone. Man.
Okay.
Like if he has that, so you got to get in this and be like, all right, well, here's some things that maybe make him worthwhile. Like this is maybe actionable. I don't know. I tend to agree with Legeza. I like his numbers that he throws out. I watched Pickett. Like I watched him against the Jets when he came in. I'm like, wow, this guy just gave the team a spark. Like this is. I know he threw interceptions.
When Baker Mayfield took over on Thursday Night Football, he gave the team a spark, and now he's in Carolina on the bench. So that all that comes and goes. So,
but he didn't have those receivers. He didn't have Najee Harris, Jalen Warren. You could even say. I mean, I know Freiermuth is out, but that's a good receiving core, man. That's Deontay Johnson.
He can't get. Listen, it takes a while for a rookie quarterback to get rolling. It takes a while for a second-year quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So we see a lot of young quarterbacks playing poorly. We see a lot of veteran quarterbacks playing poorly. I'm not saying Pickett is playing poorly, but what do you expect from Pickett? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic on him. Like if Pickett is worthy of a start in a 12-team league, it's because of volume. It's because of volume.
240.
He's throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game. That's it. Not because he's going to be an accurate down the field. He's not going to turn into Geno Smith overnight.
246, 2 touchdowns, 42 rushing yards.
Pickett ran for 42 yards one game this year.
Maybe 32 rushing yards. Let's say that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Right there, if you can do that. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm asking for.
No, that's a lot of things I'm asking for too. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm getting them. Now,
all right, 246, 1 touchdown, 32, 1 rushing touchdown. Is that okay for you? Or do you need those 2 passing touchdowns? Is 3 the magic number?
Passing touchdown. I'll take 1 pack. I can do that. But, I'm not going to feel comfortable about that, putting it in my lineup when you got, a lot of the quarterbacks are playing down this year. But right quick on Kenny Pickett, I showed you that National Treasures box, right?
Yes.
That Collegiate National Treasures.
Yeah.
Box going for about $550 to $600. The Pickett pit patch or the Pickett RPA, is going for $410 on eBay.
Good for him, man.
The box, the top card in the box should be higher than the price of the box.
I don't know. Is it the top card? That's not the top card in the box, though.
You think Malik Willis is the top card in the box?
I think Malik Willis would be, right?
So if you take
or like an out of 10 or so, it seems like these out of 10s are going for more than the RPAs. I don't think people like patches anymore. There's some of those patches aren't even game worn. They're not even player worn.
Well, you got to check that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that. You got to look at the back when you're purchasing the card and stuff like that. Malik Willis, National Treasures, RPA, and autograph. National Treasures. You got to help me out now, y'all.
You want me to help?
Malik Willis.
Let's start this again.
All right, this is the Collegiate Auto one. True RPA. This is the silver. The true silver. This is not obviously this card right here, 13 to 13. This is a big card. But even this card is only going for $1,300. Like the box is overpriced, if you ask me.
Yeah. That's maybe the problem.
So the Willis, I guess Willis is the big fish in this one right here, because he's got another RPA that's going for $2,000, a numbered RPA going for $2,000. The Louisville, okay, that's bids. That's not buy it now. That's bids. Oh, yeah, and these are buy it nows too. So that's the price they asking. Doesn't mean it's selling for that price.
Right. You got to check 130 point. Like I got a $69 card for $45 yesterday.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think that the National Treasures Collegiate. This is a down year because it's Pickett and Willis, and none of them are hyped up quarterbacks like that.
Also, all the cards just came out. You know what I mean? Like all the 2021s just came out, and now they're just quickly double backing up with the 2022s.
Like the Drake London is $30. The Drake London patch is $30, right? Panini National Treasures, Malik Willis. This is they asking for 2,000, right? That doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. I don't know how you check to see if any of what these have sold for.
Well, you can go to I'm go checking out 130 point right now.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
But you got to remind me what we're looking for again.
We're looking for Malik Willis National Treasures RPA.
130point.com. I highly recommend this site. It's awesome. I check it. I know there's a way you can do it on eBay, but what?
I never heard of that before. This is news to me.
Yeah, 130. I don't know what 130 point means, but whatever. Okay, Malik Willis.
That's probably the dimensions of the card. Yeah.
National Treasures. Anything else? Or just want me to start with RPA. Boom. All right, loading search results. I know this is riveting for everyone watching, but this is serious stuff. 22 Panini National Treasures Malik Willis Silhouette Signatures rookie RPA out of 19. Listed for $500, sold for $250 as a best offer accepted price.
And the box costs $550, and Malik Willis RPA is going for $250.
Malik Willis 311 patch auto. Best offer accepted $300.
They offer price in the box.
This is Malik Monk. We don't care about that one. Malik Beasley. Don't care about that one. All right. Malik Willis, Tennessee Titans 2022 Gold Standard RPA auto jersey RC 172 out of 199. Sold for $70.
But that's not even that's Gold Standard. That's not National Treasures.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so the National Treasures, the National Treasures is too expensive.
Here's the Kenny Pickett 2022 National Treasures RPA rookie patch auto FOTL, which I think is first off the line. Red out of 11, $415 off an auction with 23 bids.
And the FTO and the first off the line box is probably $700.
And he went 400. Another one that was number 5 out of 11 went for 400 fresh off the line.
So so either we have bottomed out from the 2020 rush, or nobody's optimistic about this draft class.
That's good. I mean, that's a good question that we may never know the answer to until it's too late, right? Like if Kenny Pickett's got Pittsburgh fans and Pittsburgh fans. You know what I mean? Like,
you're right. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
and it's not like the Steelers. The Steelers are a big root, so that you would think, you know what I'm saying? And they can't eat when they put them in the game, and the card don't sell. But they're asking for $550 for the box. I don't know. I don't want listen. I'm not trying to discourage our friends at Panini. I'm just talking to the audience and letting them know, go buy the single. Don't buy the box, buy the single.
We should ask, for our next break, we should do what we do with Jimmy. Like we should get 10, like for the show, like 10 people. Get Javon, get Jalen, get a group.
Yeah.
And have Matt give us like $500 and let us pick like some fun boxes that we can just do over a couple hours, just open a bunch up and then draft the cards that we want out of them.
That'd be cool, but it's like, can we fit 10 people on the screen?
I don't know. We could chat. I mean, they could be in the chat. You know what I mean? It could be.
Oh yeah, that's
really all you want to see on the screen are the cards, not us.
Yeah. Well, exactly. You don't even need me and you. You just need the cards. So you're right. Yeah. But that'll be interesting. But yeah, there is. And then these people on eBay that got these cards listed for $1,300 and $2,000, bro. They're selling for $300.
Yeah, it's not happening. I mean, you're taking your shot.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, I get taking your shot because you don't know, and somebody might hop on with a lot of bread and don't know no better. But if you go to 130 point and you see that these cards are selling for less than half the price of the box, come on now, you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Now if you get a box and you got Pickett and Willis in it, then you got you're saying you got a 4-leaf clover. You know what I mean? But good luck with that.
What's the box? What's the guarantee? Like, what do you get? Like one auto, one rookie, one RPA, 6 hits per box kind of thing?
It's like it was. I think it might only be 6 or 7 cards in the box, something like that.
All right.
But it's like an auto, and you might maybe an auto and 2 RPAs or something like that. So that's the specs. I would have to look that up to be certain on that. Now you could get lucky and get a box with, you know what I'm saying, a lot of good stuff in it. But I noticed that the other night when I was checking eBay, because I was considering, because I like the way that Kenny Pickett looked, and I think Malik Willis could be something moving forward. And
I agree.
I'm looking at the price of the box, and I'm looking at the price of the cards, and I'm like, it's not adding up.
So what are you going to do? Buy the cards? Forget about the box, man. Buy the card.
See, here's the thing. Only reason why I'm looking at the collegiate stuff is because I'm gonna turn that side of the room over there into like a collegiate studio, right?
Nice.
For college sports broadcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, nice.
Yeah, I got a lot of things.
Wait, so you're just you're gonna turn your camera around and make a different studio for when you do a different show?
Yeah, and make a different studio for a different show. Yeah, that's how clever.
That's all right. I like that.
That's how clever I try to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm on DNA card world right now, and I want to find this. Oh my goodness! When you got two different computers, it really messes you up. That's
why I use my phone. Like I got my computer for this, my phone for everything else.
And then this computer right here so I can't really get used to this computer because I never moved from this area right here. Let's see what. This is ridiculous, but you get what I'm trying to say, Nando. It's not adding up.
I 100% agree with you. So let's not buy the boxes. Let's buy the signals, like the singles, like Javon says.
Don't give Javon credit. Don't give Javon credit for that, though. Do not give Javon credit for that because I don't want Javon to get all that credit like he was the one that came up with the idea. You know what I'm saying? 7 autographs or memorabilia cards per box, 1 base or parallel card per box. Look out for college material signatures. Find team slogan signatures. Bing, bing, bang. The key rookies are Kenny Pickett, Matt Corral, Malik Willis, Sam Howell, Jamison Williams, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, and Chris Olave. This class ain't classing.
Not yet. But I mean, when one of them pops, I'm sure there's one random dude in there too who, was UDFA or whatever, is going to step up and be amazing.
You know who I would look at? I would look at Trayvon Walker, the guy the Jags drafted. I would look at
defensive guys. He does. I guess he does pop a little bit.
That's who I'm going in on next. When I sell, I got to sell some stuff in here, right? When I sell some of this stuff, I'm going. Let me tell you who I'm buying next. I'm buying Micah Parson.
All right.
I'm buying Micah Parson.
Cooper Rush.
I'm buying Zion Williamson. I'm not buying Cooper Rush. I'm buying Micah Parson. I'm buying Zion Williamson. I'm buying Tyrese Maxey and Cade Cunningham. That's it. Since y'all want me to buy singles, since you want to give Javon the credit, y'all want me to buy singles. Those are the singles I'm buying with a heavy lean on Micah Parson. Because I think Micah Parson, we're looking at an all-time type defensive player.
I'm sitting on Luis Robert. I think he's like these PSA 10s of his rookie Chrome card.
He's very popular, Luis Roberts, and I don't even collect baseball like that, but I know Luis Roberts is a big name in the industry.
But he's dropping. Like he was like $40 before the season. I think you can get some for like 22, even like as low as 17. Some of them right now.
I saw last night.
Something.
I saw last night Luka select PSA 10s for like 180. That's awesome for Luka. And
awesome for us, not for him, right? Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Good for Luka. Your cards are an all-time low.
Yeah.
Hey, look, go ahead.
He's entering the season as the leader to win the MVP, but his cards are bottoming out. It's a good time to hop in. If he wins the MVP, this could be the best year of his career. He's going to win an MVP at some point. This could be the year.
His cards shouldn't be bottoming out. They should be like the anticipation of him winning the MVP should have people being like, yeah.
Well, right now in basketball, is Cade Cunningham and Zion are the ones that's soaring.
Gotcha.
Cade Cunningham one like this, Nando?
Yeah. Why isn't that protected?
It was like $3,000.
Why don't you have that in the thing?
Because it's Bogdanovich. That's why. I wish it was a good
so
player.
but the special trim sometimes it doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, that's true too. That could be the case.
Like Domrus made those for baseball, like those out of 19 emojis in 2020 with the mask, and they made it out of 19 for COVID-19, which is questionable. Yeah, but I mean, like,
I feel what you're saying, but
the border is just a masked emoji, all over the place. I mean, even like dudes who aren't like, I got not Corbin Burns, who's the Guardians guy, Shane Bieber. I got Shane Bieber out of 19.
Oh, speaking of Shane Bieber, what's the score of the Yankee game?
Oh, we should find out. It was one of I don't know.
Bieber pitching today?
Let's take a break and find out.
Yeah, let's do that.
2-2, end of the 6th.
All right, there you go.
Yankees, man. My poor Mariners. I don't think that Mariners bet is going to pay off unless they're really.
I don't think so either.
Goodbye. You know what? This is fun though. It was fun to those. Like the Mariners, and they won that first series. No one thought they were going to do it. So excited.
I would love to see the Mariners. I would love to see the Mariners advance, but it don't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Yankees 2-2, end of the 6th. Braves Phillies start at 437. Braves are minus 120. Dodgers Padres start at 837. Dodgers are minus 125. That's not such a heavy favorite that everyone thought they were coming in, because I think people realizing they don't have as much depth without Walker.
And I think San Diego got some work for them, so we'll see. It should be an interesting series.
Imagine if Tatis didn't break his wrist and then do drugs. Just like the season they could have had with him.
What's his cards doing right now, Tatis? He was a big deal. He's not that much. You don't hear him about him that much no more.
I don't know if they would have bottomed out that much. I still think he has like that panache, I guess is the
okay.
I don't know. Well, I could check. I'll check. The one thing I'd love if 130 point could do that, if they could just if you could down, I guess Card Ladder does it, but Card Ladder makes you pay to do those graphs. We'll check it out. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I want to talk some Thursday night football.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Yeah, and then we'll look back, and then we'll look forward, and we'll have some fun. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Stay tuned for sports. Talk about your picks, your fantasy teams, and your sports collectibles on Bettor Sports Network. It's Moose and Keith with Mark Malusis and Keith Irizarry.
Moose and Keith with you. Let's welcome aboard right now, Iron Eagle.
One of the great stories that I have from doing notes on a plane, and you always get people looking over. They see color-coded uniform numbers, names, height, weight, age, background, hometown. And I had a woman sitting next to me on a flight, and I'm doing my notes, and she's kind of giving the look, then looking. And I can tell she's looking. And then finally, she'll say, so what is it that you do? Well, what do you think I do? She said, are you a wedding planner? I said, yes. I said, I have to put Rob Gronkowski at Tom Brady's table. I said, you know what? You're not correct, but it's the best answer I've ever heard.
That's great.
Corey Nando and Friends, presented by Mayo Media.
As far as fantasy executive, it's going to be a football life. The fantasy executive is probably going to be the best football life ever.
Who will be the guest? Everyone who was on yesterday. Basically.
Yeah, everybody that's on yesterday will be the guest. Scott Ingram, you know what I'm saying? Adam Ronis. Yeah, everybody, those people. Because what Nando, obviously you'll be there. You know what I'm saying? We'll go to the GST and shoot some scenes. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be nice.
We'll shoot some scenes in Midtown Manhattan. Antonio Brown can be on my football life,
That'd
right?
Be nice.
Because that's a big part of my come up as a fantasy analyst. Everybody, the football life, the fantasy executive is going to be for the people. When they do the football life on the fantasy executive, I'm going to be hands on.
Good. Yeah. You talking to you.
Lunch Money with Kyle and Ray, presented by FantasyGuru.com.
Cheetos or Doritos?
I truly love both. Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh.
I grew up on Cheetos. I was a big Chester Cheetah guy.
Oh, nice.
But Ray, as I have aged into adulthood, I've moved away from the fun that is the Cheeto, and I've gone to the, more cosmopolitan Cool Ranch Dorito chip. So I'm probably a Cool Ranch guy. How about you?
I would go Doritos. I don't like Cool Ranch. The traditional, original, regular, whatever it is really good. But my favorite's actually the sweet chili, the purple bag. Oh, delicious. It's fantastic.
Yeah. The one that sucks, and I think we can all agree on this one, taco.
Yeah.
I know a lot of things, and I'm perfect at a lot of things. My Dorito trivia is a little shaky.
Okay.
A little shaky. But I think taco is the first flavor.
3-2, 2 out. And the pitch is swung on, hit in the air to right. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. A Stantonian home run. Giancarlo. No si può stopparlo. He hits a 2-run home run to right, something we talked about, and he hit a 2-run job in the right field seats. The Yankees take an immediate 2-0 lead.
Better Sports Network is betting, fantasy, collectibles. It's sports talk done better.
Welcome back, everybody. I technically have to credit the Yankees radio network for that.
Yay, and the great John Sterling, a
Stantonian. Yeah. What has
what
become of you, man? We used to be like,
I love it.
I love it. And you like this ridiculous rehearsed garbage.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh, it's so
Nando,
forced.
I'm into this
it's so
stuff.
forced,
like,
man.
I'm into the. I think it's good, Nando. I think it's good for the fans. I think it's good for.
It's not good for the fans.
I think it's good for the fans. I think it's good for radio. My whole thing is like I aspire to be the best, so I try to study. You know what I'm saying? People who I try to study everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I can take some good stuff, know some stuff not to get involved with. You know what I'm saying? And I just love that old school feel of it. The homerism that comes with the home play-by-play announcer. You know what I'm saying? A Stantonian blast. I love that. I think it's corny, but I love it.
It is corny. It's not even that it's corny. Like, you know, like I could see like a corny guy like doing that, you know, whatever. It's forced. You know, like Phil Rizzuto could be kind of corny. And that was like lovable corniness. But this is just so forced and rehearsed. And you know he's got it written down. And you know he goes home. And he's like, I mean, like, just call it. It's just a home run, man.
A Stantonian blast.
Like that?
What do you think, Susan? Well, you know, John.
I like her.
MJ
She doesn't do shtick. Oh, here. Wait. Jared and Adam got the Bettor call ready from the other night. I was told you should hear the Bettor home run the other night. And then we're going to hit up too. And then we're going to hit up NJ Thor's question. Actually, NJ Thor, you want to call in and ask it live on air, feel free, or else we'll just hit it up in the chat room. Let's hear this Bettor call, which I haven't heard, so it should be fun.
Now here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to left field. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone to tie the game. His first Yankee home run. Oh, I'm just wild about Harry. Harry, he homers to left center, and the Yankees tie the game at 1.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. He should have went, Bettor hits a tater. There it is right there. Bettor hits a tater, and the Yankees tie it up at 2 apiece. Dun, dun, dun.
I can't stand this guy. I'm sorry. He might be a nice guy in real life. And I understand.
I'm sure.
People don't like
seen
me.
him in the cafeteria before.
I'm okay with that. People, hey, you know, I don't like your stuff. All right, that's fine, man. You know, like, it's not for everybody. It's 2 people like him, you and Jared or Adam. I can't tell. I was smiling when I heard it because it was so bad.
Well,
like, yeah, you know how to push my buttons.
Nobody's gotten rid of him yet, so there you go. NJ Thor, if you like I said, if you call in if you want to, and then you could if you call in, we'll take time and we'll go over your whole team. That's the advantage of calling in. Yeah. If you call in with your question, right?
Follow us.
Not only will we go over your whole team, we'll also pray over the team too. You know what I'm saying? We'll give our thoughts and prayers for the team as well. We'll put hands on the team and bless the team if you call in live. In the chat room, we'll just answer your question. We're not praying over the teams in the chat room. And then you can debate us if you want to too, and lose like Javon did yesterday. Christian Watson is out for Sunday. I had to put Christian Watson in the lineup. That means I better pick somebody up before I head out to Orangeburg. You know what I'm saying? Because tonight in the NFL season, last night you could pick people up.
Oh yeah, right. Because of Fab, there's no free for all. You could be in a lot of trouble if some weird So look, I don't think NJ Thor is going to call in, but he's asking, what do we do with Cam Akers? Hold him and hope he gets traded to the Bills? Why is everyone getting traded to the Bills all of a sudden? They got some good running backs.
I said the Bills are supposed to be looking for a running back, even though they got Jimmy Cook.
And Singletary and Zach Moss.
Yeah, I don't know. But I guess they was in on McCaffrey. But the Carolina
I would call and ask too, wouldn't you? Like, hey, is McCaffrey around? You know, what's happening?
That's not fair to Steve Wilkes, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, you
That's
want to
true.
give Steve Wilkes the opportunity to win the job. You can't have him coaching left-handed. So I can understand them moving on from Robbie Ray because he's a donut. But if I'm Wilkes and they move McCaffrey, I'm like, well, I don't have nothing to work with now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think they should keep McCaffrey. But I could see them if they have to. But you're not going to get a first from McCaffrey. You might get a second because his durability is a major issue. But whatever. I don't think if the Bills can make a move, more power to them. Are they going to make the move for Cam Akers? I don't think so, but I would not cut Cam Akers. You don't want to. I know roster real estate. Hopefully, you got an IR spot. You can put him in the IR spot, but he may not be IR eligible. We don't know what the issue is. I would try my best not to cut him. But if you have the roster real estate and can hold on to him, try to do so because you never know when he'll come back.
Well, I'm pulling up Jordan's Twitter right now to see what she's saying about this whole thing. She's my favorite.
Who?
She's Jordan Rodriguez.
She covered the Buffalo Bills?
No, the Athletics Rams writer.
Oh, the Rams. Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote a whole McVay on Akers remaining with Rams, working through some things, working through some different stuff. That's the story. Wow.
That could be anything.
Cooper Kupp is going to be listed as questionable for Sunday's game, but Sean McVay expects him to play, so I don't put any stock in that.
Did Cam Akers go to Florida State?
McVay characterizes this. Yeah, he did. Right? Yeah, he did. McVay characterizes this
Florida State connects
as an internal issue with Akers, who he says is physically okay. We're dealing with things internally. He's going to be okay. He won't be here today. Was out yesterday, listed as personal, and out Sunday. McVay says team is working through the situation.
So maybe he's sad. Maybe he's depressed, like Calvin Ridley was depressed last year. I hate to speculate about something like that, but every now and then we all get sad, Nando, and it becomes difficult to do our jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been sad before. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if he is sad or going through something like that, wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? But when it's kind of vague like that, I hate to speculate, but you got to think about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
He declined to say whether he believes Akers will be part of the Rams in the future. We're working through some different things right now, McVay said. It's not football related or performance related as it pertained to the Rams run game as a whole. I would say it's more like we're dealing with things internally. I don't know exactly. These are kind of uncharted territories. Out of respect for the situation, I want to keep it internally.
Sounds like it might be something personal.
Sounds like someone's sleeping with someone's girlfriend or wife.
I don't want to speculate like that. I didn't want to speculate about him being sad, but I really don't want to speculate about. I did, but I really don't want to speculate about that.
What's an uncharted? How is this an uncharted territory if it's anything else? You know what I mean? Like uncharted that a guy doesn't like how he's, his situation. That's one thing, but like, I don't know. It just sounds like to me the way McVay worded it, uncharted territory. Like you've seen every other situation outside of the Antonio Brown, outside of the blimp, and the feet that got frozen.
Yeah, outside of anything Antonio Brown does. Yeah, but
I'm not an insider. The way that's worded. Where does your brain go immediately? What's an uncharted territory?
My brain thinks that it could be a personal issue with Akers.
Like something like just we shouldn't even be speculating on.
Maybe something we shouldn't be speculating on.
All right, then let's not speculate. It's funny if someone's sleeping with someone's girlfriend on the team. That's pop culture funny. But if there's something else, that's not.
That ain't so funny if somebody start throwing hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So who have we had situations like this with before? Wasn't Jason Kidd and Jimmy Jackson? I think they was both dating Tony Braxton at the same time. These things with these groupies and
such a 90s thing.
That's a real 90s thing. It's got to be somebody more relevant than that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this is out in LA. I mean, you don't know.
You got to be careful. Here's the thing, right? To aspiring professional athletes, you got to be careful. You got to, before you start bringing, let me not get in trouble. Let's just change the subject.
Let's talk about what's going to happen.
Fellas, you can't bring everybody to the locker room. Certain people, you got to keep them away from the rest of the team.
How's Malcolm Brown still on this team? That's crazy. All right, so I guess we're going to see a lot of, you know what? One would assume that it would be a Darrell Henderson game, but I get it was like that time they played the Giants when Malcolm Brown suddenly got, all the snaps. And after Darrell Henderson had remember he had like a 130-yard game and then a 120-yard game? Like finally, Darrell Henderson, this is the breakout. And then just out of nowhere is Malcolm Brown running the ball all the time and Henderson barely playing.
Yeah. It could. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case at all. It sounds like Henderson, but you never know these running back situations. But I would start Henderson comfortably, and then we'll pick up the pieces after that.
You got to hurt Cooper Kupp, who's got a problem with his foot, which is not. I mean, like that's pushing, that's pivoting, that's turning. I don't know if he's going to play, man. I don't think he's going to play.
To be a successful wide receiver, you need to have your feet. Did he practice at all this week?
He practiced limited yesterday, and they say they're going to tag him questionable officially for the game.
So he's going to be a GTD. No, that's tough right there.
Cooper well, they didn't go so far as to say that, but I think they know he's not going to play, and they're just saying maybe he will. Yo, this is our win one for the Gipper. We could not be asking for better circumstances right now, Corey. For our win one for the Gipper game.
You mean cover one for the Gipper?
I think this is going to be win one for the Gipper at this point. You got their star. The only guy who's catching passes hurt. Their starting running back out very vaguely.
Yeah, this could be a win-1 for the Gipper. Steve Wilkes comes in, you're fired, like Vince McMahon. And you know what I'm saying? You're the new head coach. You're the new quarterback. Steve Wilkes is waiting for this moment.
Oh, I want to see if this line has changed at all. With the it's still minus 10. It's still minus 10.
We lost the hook, so the line is moving in our direction. This could be cover one for the Gipper. And
they don't know how to defend PJ Walker.
At 375 on BetMGM, yeah, maybe win one for the Gipper / cover one for the Gipper.
It's only 340 on DraftKings. We got to go hop over to BetMGM and do another $3 parlay, I think.
BetMGM is plus 375.
How has that line not moved more than Cam Akers? I guess they don't care about Cam Akers. They don't. I mean, do you care?
You know what line is moving? The Buccaneers and the Steelers is moving, and it's steaming towards Tampa Bay. This get up to 10. I'm betting Pittsburgh because Tampa Bay ain't 10 points better than nobody.
No, they're kind of they're not clicking. But I guess Pat Freiermuth isn't around, so that makes sense. But Najee Harris doesn't have a steel toe anymore, so
that's a lot going on.
The good with the bad.
I'm not. You're right. I'm not fooling with Pittsburgh.
I will.
I just stay away from.
I'm telling you, man. Pittsburgh's got weapons. They got weapons. No Minka Fitzpatrick. That's
no. Somebody got to get them to the weapons. Now, the quarterback is 15 years old. It's not ready yet.
I think he's all right. I think he'll be all right.
I hope he's all right. You know, I do. I hope all the young quarterbacks are all right because I want to watch. I want to manage fantasy teams. I want to wager on teams that have good quarterbacks, that have good quarterback play. I don't want dudes to be struggling. I don't want Carson Wentz throwing ducks. His two best passes last night were dropped. He had 99 yards last night. I think Wentz can play better than that. I don't want to see Kirk Cousins throwing red zone interceptions. I don't want to watch Trevor Lawrence struggle most every 3 weeks and then have one good game. I don't want to see Tua throw 6-7 yard outs. I don't want to see Matt Ryan look like he's 72 years old. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see Matthew Stafford with Tommy John. I don't want to see Kyler Murray running from one side of the field to the other just to gain 2 yards. I want to see good quarterback play. I want the quarterback to be successful. I don't want to see Mac Jones throwing the ball to the opposite team. I want all the young quarterbacks. I don't want to see Jalen Hurts be status with the Philadelphia Eagles continue to be in question year after year after year, even though Philadelphia Eagle fans think he's the guy and the organization thinks he's not. I don't want to see that happen to the young quarterbacks. I want to see the young quarterbacks thrive and be successful. I want it every year to be like 1988. I want John Elway and Dan Marino and Roger Staubach and all these great quarterbacks. I don't want to see the NFL being bogged down, you know what I'm saying, with dudes like Russell Wilson struggling. I don't want to see Jimmy Garoppolo being the best option for the 49ers. I don't want to see a 16-year-old Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody's quarterback to thrive so we can have a thriving offensive masterpiece in the NFL. But right now, it's a lot of bad offense, and mainly because it's dudes like Andy Dalton starting.
Is it? Andy Dalton might be one of the best quarterbacks you just named in your rant there right now.
Andy Dalton quarterback for Dallas the year when Dak was hurt.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hard to watch. It was hard to watch that.
I remember that very well.
My least favorite year as a Cowboy fan.
I remember that all too well. We actually never went back to Justin Fields after all that. I saw. You know what I saw last night? He did that.
MJ thought Geno was the best quarterback. You're right. And
He's right.
Terrible.
He's
right. He's terrible for 12 years, and now he might win the MVP.
He never got a shot. Never got a shot.
His Topps Chrome is $13 now. I mean, come on.
It used to be $8.
Let's see what Geno's rookie is Topps Chrome, right? It's not Prism, right?
No, it was Topps. It was still back in the Topps Chrome days. There's an actually very cool 1986 throwback Geno Smith Topps Chrome rookie card that I got.
Wow.
I might have.
You got it already. I forgot.
No, Corey, I got this last year. If you want to know who's been a Geno Smith fan for a while, talk to the guy who's got receipts on Geno Smith rookie cards from last year.
Geno Smith rookie card. Right now, Smith.
Do your 130 point. Go to 130 point.
Look at this. His RPA is 200. His National Treasures RPA is $200 right now.
You could have had that a lot cheaper.
His Topps Chrome, I gotta go to buy it now. I give you his top. I should go. I've never tried that 130 point. His first Prism is $7. His Topps Chrome. Oh, wait a minute, Nando. Yeah, his Topps Chrome is $1.98. So we haven't really seen
his rookie.
Yeah, his rookie. Geno Smith Topps Chrome base rookie card, $1.89. It must have been a quarter when the season started.
Hold on, I'm looking up Geno Smith rookie auto right now. Oh, I put auto in there. Right, I got you. Yeah,
you put auto in there. Yeah, come on now.
Topps Chrome. Let me throw that in there too and see what happens.
Yeah. Like if your quarterback rookie
55.
card, if your quarterback rookie card is not worth $15, I don't want to hear nothing about your quarterback.
Well, if you want the autograph, they're floating over $100 now. Wow, that actually, hey, Geno Smith rookie card 2013 Topps Chrome, 1986 retro. They're asking for $300. That's probably not that much.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Let me get auto out of there. See what happens. Geno Smith rookie Topps Chrome. Yeah, you're right. Not that much. It happens.
It happens.
Get it. It's only $1.89. I want to see how much is 86 throwback though. How much can I buy another? No, you know what? I have 2. I don't need any more.
Yeah, I'm about to say, no.
What am I going to do with
buy no
these?
more Justin Fields cards?
Look, Justin Fields last night had that run. And I think it was third quarter. Maybe
that run was fantastic.
It was the run. Yeah, we got him almost down. You know, like very like. And I looked at him like that's kind of like Justin Fields did his progressions, nothing there. Line was collapsing on him. He's like, oh, screw it, I'm just going to run. You know, that's what I do. And it seemed like
broken plays.
That was his game. You know, like that was the moment where he's like, this is what I should have been doing all along. Like, let me just get creative here and do my thing. And it feels like it broke him open a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it feels like it loosened him up maybe or something.
He got beat up pretty bad last night.
Oh, dude, he got killed.
He had a couple of bad throws last night. But listen, for the overall scale of 1 to 10, I think Fields was probably a 6.5 last night.
I'm happy he did it like with everybody's undivided attention, you know, not like during red zone, you know, like not on a Sunday, like on a Thursday night, Justin Fields had a good game and good enough where I think people saw like the line was killing him.
But why are we like going out of our way to look for positives in Justin Fields' game? Why can't we tell the truth about what our eyes see on the TV? We saw him miss throws. He hit some. We saw him miss throws. But the people that watch him every day in practice don't want him to throw the football. Is that we know that, right? Can we agree on that?
Yeah. But why?
They did every day.
Is it because they're trash, like Juwan said?
Maybe it's them. You're right. Maybe it's them. But we're going to keep maybe in this dude until, for everybody, like I said, if everybody that loves Justin Fields so much, do what you did, buy his PSA 10, right? Invest in him.
Jock market.
You like him? Yeah, jock market. You like him? You like Fields? Jock market. Don't sit up here and sing to me how much you like Fields, but he ain't on none of your fantasy teams.
Right.
Not even as a backup.
Right.
If you like him, put some stock into it. Everything that I sit up here and I tell y'all, like when I tell y'all I like the Falcons this week, I'm going to put bread on the Falcons this week. When I tell you I like Mac Jones, you want to see how much Mac Jones I'm getting ready to send to PSA? Like I put my money where my mouth is. I don't want to hear you talking about you like somebody just because. Back it up. If you can't back it up, it goes in one ear and out the other.
That's what we do here. We are collectively between the two of us, we have 2 Justin Fields rookie cards.
Oh, Javon got a Fields Prism Black rookie card. Now, that's a nice one.
Right, yeah,
that's a nice one right there. I got a black Rondell Moore. It's not rookie. The Black Prism is a very nice card.
I don't want anything to do. I don't even know why I'm buying football cards. It's like I got hypnotized yesterday on the show. I'm like, yeah, we'll put some offers in. No more. Football cards are garbage, man.
How many Justin Fields you bought yesterday? 3?
2.
2, okay.
The third one, I mean, look, if you're going to say, like, make me an offer and it's $69 and I make an offer and you come back, well, 65. Like, get out. I mean, the other one I put 69 and the guy's like, how about 45? There we go. Or I'm sorry, 50. Definitely. Okay, cool. And the SGC I got for 40, which was listed at 50, I think. I put in an offer for 40. SGC's underrated, man. People are SGC 10s are hard to get. Like, I get, like, if you don't want an SGC 8 or whatever, SGC 10s are not easy. They're not easy to get.
Yeah, but we got to get the hobby has to adjust to that. And do you want to be the one that starts that trend? Like, I'm cool. I'm getting ready to send some stuff to them. You know what I mean? But some, like, not my Mac Jones stuff though. My Mac Jones stuff is going to PSA.
I understand that. That's prestigious. But SGCs, man, like, you're getting good values, and then you can always just crack it open and send it to PSA and see what happens. I'm like, they're 19. I mean, you're only at, like, it's another $19. You're taking a shot. Although if it goes, like, if they come back as like a PSA 9, I think I'd rather have the SGC 10. I mean, I know I would rather have the SGC 10. Let's skip around to some games.
Sure.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Going forward, Corey, I just want to put a bow on this game from last night. Brian Robinson got his touchdown. He's back.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
He's a starter. I mean, he's going to win comeback player of the year. You might as well get, like, as long as it's plus money, you might as well get in there for Brian Robinson comeback player of the year. Although Geno Smith has kind of entered the chat, but I don't know.
Geno Smith is definitely in the chat. Here's what I'll say about the Brian Robinson. Why is he starting over Gibson? To me, Gibson is the better player.
Me too. Maybe even Javon agrees with us on this.
Like, Gibson is clearly a better player than Brian Robinson Jr. He runs the ball better. He's more explosive. He's a better pass catcher. I don't understand why they wanted Robinson to be the guy. But then again, I look at their head coach, and then I get it's going to be some mistakes made. You know what I'm saying? But I think Antonio Gibson should be the guy. I think Robinson's a decent player. I feel, I'm glad he's feeling better.
Yeah.
And I wonder where he got shot at. Because, I used to live out there. I wonder where he was at, where he got shot at. I'm curious to know. I'm sure he probably was flossing some. I'm not saying that he's the victim, clearly. But anyway, with that being said, I like Antonio Gibson better than I do Robinson.
Bills could probably get him very cheap.
Yeah, exactly. I think Wentz was terrible last night, but he did have 2 touchdown passes dropped on him. I think about late in the second quarter, you saw Washington's offensive line start to take over and dominate the game, and that's a good reason why they won. I thought Fields had moments last night. Like I said, I give him a 6.5. I think the Bears, Mooney, and that other guy, I can't think of his name right now.
Dante Pettis Jr.?
Talented. No, not him.
Cole Kmet?
No,
And N'Keal Harry?
V something.
Oh, Velus Jones Jr.
Velus Jones, yeah, Velus Jones. I thought he played well, but so this narrative that Fields don't have weapons, forget it. I'm not buying it. No, let's not.
He's got talent. I don't know if he has weapons. He's got talent.
He's got people around him to help him play, and he should be the weapon. He was the one that drafted the 3rd pick overall or whatever. He should be the weapon. They drafted him to be the weapon.
Exactly. So let him run. Let him throw. He should be the weapon.
That's between that. Listen, I'm not on the coaching staff. Are they doing right. Listen, I know last year was malpractice. Is it the same thing this year? I'm not sure.
Question. What if you put Fields on Denver and Russell Wilson on Chicago? Would you expect any different results? Just out of curiosity. I know it's a silly question, but
I think both teams would be the same.
Yeah, me too.
I think Fields would be throwing more, but I think you'd really see his deficiencies. And on Chicago, I think Wilson would be throwing more, and you would see his deficiencies.
No, great. That's what I thought too. Let's take a look at some games. You want to start? We talked a lot about the Ravens and Giants this week, I think. But you're Ravens, right? Do you have your 5 picks or anything, or are we just kind of going casually through these?
I did my 5 picks. did my 5 picks. I swapped out somebody this morning. I may have swapped out the Jets and added the Falcons, but I did do my 5 picks. I'm willing to share those with y'all. And these are my contest plays. These are my best plays of the week.
All right. Let's take a quick break. Teaser alert. We're going to come back. We're going to share Corey's picks. We're going to go through these games. We're going to see if anything's interesting. Probably not much college football talk if you're looking for that today outside of South Carolina State.
I will. Yeah, I got obviously a state homecoming, so we'll chop it up about that. But I do have I got a couple college football players I'll share with y'all before we get out of here. Big weekend this weekend. Big game between Alabama and Tennessee. That's a big one. And then we got Clemson in Florida State. That's not nearly as big. Clemson to beat Florida State, but definitely got a handicap on the Alabama game with Tennessee.
Maybe Cam Akers just wanted to go to the Clemson game. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more after this.
Corey Nando and Friends, presented by Mayo Media.
I'm Pat Mayo of the Mayo Media Network and the Pat Mayo Experience audio podcast. 2 things which you should subscribe to. I'm also the presenting sponsor of Bettor Sports Network's 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern weekday live block. So you should always tune into that. But what I want to talk about today is daily fantasy strategy and how you can leverage tools in order to both win, but understand what other people are doing, because creating leverage in daily fantasy is about the number one thing you can do if you want to get to the top of the leaderboard. So I'm going to walk through some of the tools that we have at runthesims.com in order to help guide you beyond what the tools actually provide, considering it's a lineup builder, it's an optimizer, it has projections. There's all of that stuff at Run the Sims, but it can also tell us a little bit of a different story. So right now, runthesims.com is already up there. It has NASCAR, it has F1, UFC coming soon, but NFL is the bread and butter of everything. And you're going to get your prop tool. If you want your prop tool, you're also going to get your simulator. And right now, you see it's $2.99 for the package, but because our friends at BSN are so smart, you can go to runthesims.com/BSN, get yourself 10% off, and you're going to want this. You can see all of the myriad tools that Run the Sims provides, but we're going to go to the classic optimizer. And we're going to show you how you can create leverage in your lineup without doing anything. We're going to make it the main slate of games because, I mean, if you want to run projections for every game, you can use the entire full slate of everything. And you can pick whatever operator that you want. Well, for this example, we use DraftKings. So all the stock projections are in there. You can play around with them any way you want, game by game, player by player. But if you generate lineups and you're someone who plays both tournaments and cash games, this is important because the optimal lineups will show you who the most common players are going to be in double ups, 50-50s, and head-to-heads, and what those lineups are going to look like, because optimal lineups are all going to be very similar. So Jalen Hurts or Daniel Jones at quarterback, you're going to have a lot of Antonio Gibson, Jonathan Taylor, Alvin Kamara, and Travis Etienne. And I'm not saying don't play these guys, but all you really need to do is pick a pivot point somewhere, and all of a sudden you can make your team especially different, especially in higher stakes and single entry double ups and cash games if you really want to go that way. So even when we go look at our player groups and our player pool, when we generate the lineups that we want, you most definitely saw that you're going to have your Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones lineups. All you really need to do is get a little bit different, come up with a stack in a little bit of a different way, and you see Commanders defense keeps getting spat out. That's going to be the optimal one for week 1. So all you need to do is just go a different way, and all of a sudden you've created a leverage on your opponents, and your 3v3 just needs to win that 3v3, and all of a sudden you're printing money. runthesims.com/BSN for 10% off. I'm Pat Mayo.
Snap. Josh handles it. Back to throw. Pocket collapsing. Fires a deep one downfield looking for Gabe Davis. Makes the catch at midfield. He's going to sail into the end zone. Gabe Davis at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown. Holy mackerel. 98 yards. Touchdown. Gabe Davis on 3rd and 10 at their own 2. That's a way to start. Holy mackerel.
First down and goal to go at the 1. They're going to throw it. Near side it is. Oh, touchdown.
Kansas City, Travis Kelce, 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions.
Better Sports Network is betting, fantasy, collectibles. It's sports talk done better.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I just read a very interesting tweet from OJ Spivey that Jalen Hurts has an all-female management team. That's pretty cool. His agent, marketing, communications management, and management, all female. Good for him.
That's cool. It didn't stop the Eagles from scooping up another first-round pick last year.
Hey,
just in case. Just in case.
Welcome back to Corey Nando and friends. Let's hit up NJ Thor's got another question. Look, you want to call? We could do this all live, man. But not everybody likes to jump on like this. Got Jacobs on bye this week. Should I start Hunt or Etienne? Both are horrible. You know how like Pat Mayo says Etienne. He really puts the Canadian spin on it on that commercial. Not commercial on the timeout that we play.
Maybe because that's
Etienne.
Maybe Creole and Canadian is the same.
That's a lot of people say that. Creole and Canadian are exactly the same. A lot of Tony Chacherays up in Canada. Both are horrible. I don't think they're horrible options, actually. I think Hunter and Etienne are actually pretty good options. That's a hard choice to make. I assume if it's PPR, they're almost the same player with the same kind of usage.
Yeah, what is this? NJ Thor, is this PPR or half point? What are we doing on this one right here? I'll give you. I have a little start sit thing. I'm not going to tell you all about. You know what I'm saying? It's my secret weapon. Okay. I'll check it for you though. I'll check it for NJ Thor.
What a guy! Yeah, we don't even know NJ Thor. We're helping him out. There it is. PPR. PPR Hunt or Etienne. What do Jake's rankings say?
Oh yeah, you could check Jake's rankings.
I was just kidding. I was making fun of your secret weapon. That's all. You know what? I'll do that though. Let me check Jake Seeley's rankings. Coming right up. Give me 1 second to find it. Man, this Cam Akers thing. I just want to glue myself to latest tweets about Cam Akers to see exactly what's going on. This is amazing. All right, Jake Seeley's rankings. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I wish we could figure out what exactly was the case with that right here. I will tell you.
Well, no, I mean, I can't see you coming back to the Rams after this. Although Kyler Murray scrubbed his Instagram, so.
My secret weapon says to go with Kareem Hunt. There's a rumble in the Bronx. What they fighting in the boogie down? What's going on? Is there a fight in the Yankee game? Just get in the game so there's a rumble in the Bronx. Oh man, it's scoring position 1 out. All right, let's go. Hopefully for the New York Yankees, our team. We root for the Yankees.
Jake Seeley has Hunt 2 spots ahead of Travis Etienne.
There you go.
And it's actually Hunt is 1 lower. He's 25. ECR has him at 24. And Etienne is at 27 in Jake's ranks. ECR has him at 28. So
yeah. So I think a consensus of fantasy analysts are going with Kareem Hunt in that situation this week versus the New England Patriots. Looking for some of that work out the backfield. He could score a touchdown. I think it's a little bit closer than that. But I don't mind playing either play. I think they finish around with the same points, to be honest with you.
Is Etienne, what's he going to look like at the end of the year? Is he going to be like 600 rushing, 600 receiving, like 6 touchdowns, like 5 touchdowns?
You want to see Etienne get in the end zone more. You want to see him close the door when
8 touchdowns?
And one of the game when the Jaguars won, he did the door closing work. And he ran well between the tackles. Now, the thing about it is, he's not scoring. So you want to see that take place more. And he doesn't look as explosive as he did in college. Now, with that being the case, this is the profession. This is the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I would remain patient and optimistic on Mr. Etienne. His brother played for Florida, right? Trevor Etienne.
Didn't know. That's not that weird. I don't know college football, but that sounds weirdly familiar to me for some reason. Was it a long time ago? Is he much younger?
Now.
Oh,
he played now. He played for University of Florida now.
Never mind. But you know what's funny? Like I remember, and this is a weird story. Leonard Fournette, when he was playing at LSU, was like amazing college, and like this guy cannot be stopped.
They thought he was going to be like the best running back of all time.
Yes,
Leonard Fournette's freshman year, they was like, this is the best running back we've ever seen in our life.
Yeah,
and I'm
100%.
like, wow. And I thought he was going to be great too, and he's been average.
I mean,
above average.
That's it.
Average.
Like I look at him now, people are asking questions about him, and I can't reconcile Leonard Fournette LSU with Leonard Fournette Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, how is that the same guy? That's weird.
The carries at LSU.
Yeah, got to.
The carries at LSU. The carries. He may have hit his ceiling at LSU, but can you imagine your ceiling being 18, 19?
That's sad, but I guess he got his. I mean, he's making his money. He's Tampa Bay.
Well, yeah, it worked out. Yeah, exactly.
I've had some trade questions, from friends about a lot of them involved Leonard Fournette. Actually, I wonder if he's one of the most traded players in fantasy right now.
Maybe check and see.
Well, I'll do that. All right. Well, give us some of your best bet. Give us a couple of the best bets while I go check and see if this is totally ridiculous. Yeah, I'll do it for you. Give us a best bet. Yeah,
let's start with Arizona. This is one of the. I actually saw this on the BetMGM Insights email this morning that Arizona is one of the most bet teams this weekend. Got a game matchup between NFC West opponents with the Arizona Cardinals and Seattle Seahawks. Arizona laying 2.5 points on the road for painting across the board, and we got a total of 50 and a half painted across the board as well. I think you want to grab this number now at 2.5. I think on Sunday morning it moves up to 3. The reason why a lot of people are betting this spot right here, why this is Arizona's one of the most bet teams, this is one of the most bet games, is because Arizona's 10-1-0 or 10-1-1 10-1-1 ATS, maybe 11-1 on the money line in their last 12 road games. Kyler Murray's been phenomenal on the road. Now you go on the road against what I would say equal or lesser than opponent.
Yep.
You see them lane open up with 2, push up to 2.5, headed towards 3. I think this is a play right here. You want to get at 2.5 to avoid a possible push. But I like the Arizona Cardinals in this one. That is one of my best bets on the week. Later 2.5 with the Cardinals. It gets to 3. Then you're looking at a possible push. But I would definitely lay 2.5.
Is it fair to say that we root against Kyler Murray here?
Not if we're betting on him.
I guess you're right. So Leonard Fournette is not anywhere near one of the most traded in the CBS. He's not even in the top 20 in the CBS universe. I don't know if you care about who's the most traded, but it's Ezekiel Elliott is number 1. Najee Harris, Jeff Wilson, Jonathan Taylor, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire are your top 5. A lot of running backs. Then Melvin Gordon, Kyle Pitts, A.J. Dillon, Alvin Kamara, and Miles Sanders.
People buying Pitts, people buying Kamara. I think it's smart to buy Kamara. That's
Jeff Wilson. I guess
running backs. You got to hold on to your running backs, and they probably trading them for other running backs too, which is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you actually who they're trading them for. They used to have that, but they don't have it anymore. Yeah, you got to go all the way down. Like Terry McLaurin at number 12. Looks like he's the first wide receiver who's being traded in bunches. Not even that much, but I get it. Like Clyde Edwards, like what are you going to trade for Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Is that someone who comes to you and is like, yo, I need a running back? Like, well, I'll give you Clyde Edwards-Helaire for your, I don't even know who do you like. Not Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is one of the most traded too.
No, I'm not going to trade Jamar
not
Chase
Amari
for Clyde
Cooper.
Edwards-Helaire. I would trade Amari Cooper for Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, but would you try?
All
right, maybe that is close actually.
I would do that because Cooper when the weather breaks, Amari Cooper going to disappear.
How about Pittman? Deontay
and then
Johnson.
Amari Cooper already took himself out of the game. In the last drive of the game, took himself out of the game. If I was Kevin Stefanski, I said, you do it again, young man, and see what happens to you.
We're going to trade you for Cam Akers.
Exactly. You'll be with Cam Akers. Exactly. In the gulag with Cam Akers.
Here we go. Yankees, 2 outs. Oswaldo Cabrera, the rookie put in an unfair position of pressure, strikes out. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is up with. I bet you Kiner-Falefa does something. I love him. I love Kiner-Falefa.
I hope he do something too because I want the Yankees to win.
That would be great. Hey, you know what? We don't live bet nearly enough on this show. Let's just take a quick look at what happens. You know, like what's going to happen here. We got a tie game. We got 2 men on, 2 outs. Yankees are -5. Yankees are -540 to win this game. I'm sorry. Yankees are -540 to 1.5. Yankees are -165 to win this game. I mean, I
don't really want to lay more than $1.50.
Yeah.
But obviously, if a hit comes in here, then that number is going to go in the opposite direction.
Right. Guardians only plus 110 right now with 2 men on. Kiner Falefa up with 2 outs. Kiner Falefa, what's going to happen? Strike foul plus 120. Ball hit by pitch plus 135. Hits the ball in play is plus 300. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Versus James Karinchak.
Micro betting. Yeah.
Yeah. In play plus 300.
What's the strikeout?
Hold on. Now the whole thing popped up. Wait. Something must have happened because it's all locked.
All right.
Strikeout plus 180. If you want the exact what's going to happen, strike foul plus 110. Ball hit by pitch plus 170. In play plus 260. So there must be a couple balls on him right now. Something must have happened. Strikeouts plus 180. A home run is plus 2,500. A doubles plus 1,900. I think I could do that. Reach on error plus 5,500, Corey.
And that reach on error sounds like a winner right there. I like the reach on error.
You know, we haven't put any live bets in. Let's put something on the double. What do you think?
All right, let's go. Kind of Falefa for a double.
Isaiah, nope, closed. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Thanks, everybody. I don't care about Harrison Bettor. Something must have happened. Anyway, still 2-2. That was fun. Thanks, everybody, for playing along. Well, here we go. Doubles plus 2,800 now. Think we can squeeze that in before it goes out?
Let's see.
$2. Remove closed picks. $2 to win 58 if Isaiah Kiner Falefa doubles here.
All right, there you go. So we got $2 to win 58.
Oh, full count, too.
All right, let's go.
Full count. All right.
There we go. We up for it now, right now, baby. Micro betting live on Corey Nando and Friends, presented by Mayo Media.
This is our first micro bet. You know what I want to try? I want to try the Jake Paul thing. I want to try Bettor. And I want to try a simple bet, too, which I think is the same system, but could be fun.
Okay.
All right. Did I just waste $2? Probably. Will I win it all back with my Seattle Mariners to win the World Series bet? Probably not.
Probably not.
Everything's locked now, so something must have happened. Full count. I really should put the game on. I got the TV right over here, but by the time I get over and turn it on,
yeah,
I don't like distractions, Corey. During the show.
Yeah, no. We're doing the show. I have a TV right here for the Bettor Zone on Sunday. He walked them, so there you go, right there. So now the base is loaded, right?
Yeah, for who? Harrison Bettor?
Oh, Harry, a tater from Bettor.
Kyle Higashioka. Here we go. Micro betting on Kyle Higashioka.
Yeah. So this
is why you tune in, right?
Let's do hit by pitch. Oh, Cleveland going to the bullpen now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right. Who are they going to bring? You're bringing Emmanuel Clace at this point, right? I think you have take out Higashioka though. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to some football. We wait for this to play out. How about the Giants?
Yeah. So I'm on the Giants this week. Styles dictate fights, right? I think this number is just a little bit too high. This is probably a 3-point game right here. I do see where some steam is coming in on the Ravens. See this number up to 6. You got a 6 at BetMGM. You have a 6 at DraftKings as well. 5.5 points bet, 5.5 at FanDuel. So the Giants, I broke it down yesterday. I'll break it down again for those who didn't hear it. The Giants want to stay attached to you in the first half and try to have Barkley win a play to win the game in the second half.
Right.
That's what the Giants want to do. Baltimore allows team to stay attached to them in the first half, and then Baltimore stops scoring altogether in the second half. You know what I'm saying? You look at Martindale, who's one of the best coordinators in the NFL, going up against the offense he knows. I like the Giants getting 5.5. If you can get 6, even better. And I would sprinkle the money line for the New York Giants, and they could upset Baltimore this weekend.
That would be, I don't know if the Giants can handle Lamar Jackson. I don't know if any team can handle Lamar Jackson.
Nobody can handle Lamar Jackson. But his
Martindale,
his teammates, his offensive coordinator, his head coach. It's like how, you remember they always said the only person that could stop Michael Jordan was Dean Smith?
Yeah.
The only person that can stop Lamar Jackson is Harbaugh and the OC. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And what's the OC? I can't think of his name. Skip my mind right now. Gus, right? Roman.
No, it's not Gus Roman. It's Roman though.
Yeah, you know who I mean. Greg Roman.
Greg Roman.
Yes, thank you. So Greg Roman, I'm getting mixed up with Gus Edwards. So yeah, Roman and Harbaugh. Lamar Jackson needs to start taking some more snaps from under center. It's just the bottom line.
Will it happen?
Probably not.
Probably not. Same reason they won't let Justin Fields throw. we gotta get Madden. Maybe we should be playing Madden all this time.
Maybe so.
Who's
next?
Higashioka's up next. You know which bet of yours is next?
What's up?
Let's go to Indy. I mean, are you talking about who's up to bat for the Yankees, or do you mean who's your next bet?
So I would go. So for okay, let's talk micro betting the Yankee game. I would go hit by pitch
with Higashioka. Why with Clace? Clace is like the. Do you think this would be like Graze him?
Oh, he don't throw. Clace don't throw inside, nothing like that. Like he can't hit him by pitch.
Clace is just really good and precise.
All right, so you probably not hit by pitch. Then.
The Guardians down to plus 145. Something bad must be happening because they went from 180 to 145 between your Giants at the start of your Giants rant and the end of it.
Maybe because that dude is coming in.
Clace versus Higashioka.
Let's go walk. What's the walk? What's the price on the walk?
Let me pull this up. Micro betting. Let's see.
Plate appearance. Coronado and friends.
It's already off the board, man. They're already on to Aaron Judge, Harrison Bader, Aaron Judge, Harrison Bader. Nah, nothing. Sorry, man. Higashioka's not even up here anymore. Let's refresh and see if anything happens. Nope. And the Guardians are plus 115 now, so can't be good. I like just watching this blind. Hey, what's going on in the Yankees game? I don't know, man. Oh, here we go. Get in the game. 1-0, 1-1.
All right.
Yeah, so
let's go to the next one. So while we're doing this,
while we're waiting, let's go.
Let's go to the next
everything's
football
locked
game.
Again.
So I gave you Cardinals. I gave you Giants. Let's talk about the Indianapolis Colts. I know it's tough to keep
Miles
coming
Straw.
back and
it's
forth.
over. He's out. Sorry, go ahead.
What?
I mean, he's got to be. They're already on to Miles Straw on here on DraftKings and Austin Hedges. Something bad must have happened, and everyone's watching the old feed or something.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
He lined up the third. All right, bet. So there you go, right there. All right, let's go to the situation this weekend with the Indianapolis Colts, who, for the most part, have they've done well. The game earlier this season versus the Jaguars didn't really go good. But listen, I think this Colt team, no matter what happens, right? Even with the early start, this team still, the O-line stinks, but they get Taylor back this week and help them run in the football.
I mean, they weren't great with him.
I think those Jaguar wins, including this one over the Colts, I think that overvalued Jacksonville, right? And I think that this is a spot where Jacksonville is going to be a trendy underdog because everybody feels optimism about the Jaguars and everybody feels pessimistic about the Colts.
Yep.
The Jaguars are going to come in here. I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a tough game. But I like Indianapolis to lay the 2.5 successfully in this one. This is a get-back spot right here. Now, Jacksonville wins the games in Jacksonville. Indianapolis tends to win the games in Indianapolis. So I think this is a good spot right here. Jacksonville has 2 straight wins over Indianapolis. I think this is a good bounce back spot at home for the Colts. I like the Colts to get the victory and successfully the known right here. Give me the Indianapolis Colts -2. That's one of the best bets this week. And I think what you're going to get on that one, you're going to get a chance to fade a trendy underdog in Jacksonville. Indianapolis gets one on the board this week. Take it to the bank. Fantasy executive. That's three of my best bets this weekend right there.
Oh, man. That must you coming back to the Colts or coming to the Colts. That's big. That's big of you.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. This is back-to-back weeks on the Colts. And I feel good about it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel good. I feel good about you feeling good.
They need to come down on the Colts too. Like as a collective, we overrated the Colts. Now let's not take them too low. You know what I'm saying? So I like the Colts this week, and let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Jaguars. I know a lot of you are holding Jaguars to win the AFC South tickets. That's real optimistic considering the team that was the 1 seed in the AFC last year, Tennessee Titans, are in this division. Everybody's sleeping on Tennessee. I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't either. I mean, like all they got to do, like let's start running Derrick Henry, run the offense through Derrick Henry again. That's when they got their win. That's when they turned things around a little bit.
Can you imagine? They should also go to Malik Willis.
They should go to Malik Willis. I mean, like, they're coming off a bye. I wonder if, like, next week they're going to be like, oh, you know, in Tennessee, we saw Malik Willis was taking reps with the first team. Ryan Tannehill was, off to the side riding a stationary bike. I wonder if we start seeing that stuff, you know?
Could be. That could be coming up next, Nando. I think Willis be in the lineup at some point this year. I would stash Willis if I have the roster real estate. He could be a guy that can really give you a push down the stretch. I think.
When you insert these quarterbacks who can run, like Kenny Pickett, like when Baker Mayfield jumped in, there's got to be someone else. Deshaun Watson, I think he started the year as a starter that year.
No, Deshaun Watson came in, must have been week 2 or 3, and he had the highlight of his career. Really, he had a touchdown run that probably was the best play of his career. He had it on what was it, Thursday night football. The Browns were playing. Maybe I forgot who the Browns were playing. The Texans were playing the Browns.
Yeah,
Texas was playing the Browns. Yep, I remember that. Boogie was over the house that night. This was when I was still living in Harlem. I don't know why Boogie was there that night, but it was good to
better
chill
not
with
to
him.
question it. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, it was good to chill with him. You know what I'm saying?
I would love Malik Willis coming in and taking over as quarterback for the Titans. I think would change everything. It would jolt of energy kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Speak of the devil. Look at that. Speak of the devil. As Boogie is calling me.
Oh, nice. Pick it up. Don't call in. Is he in town? Is he coming in for is he South Carolina State?
That's probably what it is. He's a South Carolina State alumni. That's probably what it is. He's either in town or on the way to town. So I just texted him back. I said, I'm on air, right? And then he should reply back soon. On air. He just read it. Now I put what's up. You know what I'm saying?
What's the halftime show like? South Carolina State homecoming.
Oh, the halftime show. Hold on one second. I'm glad you asked because we actually thought about this before the show today. So the halftime show, right? Halftime, right? You know, HBCU halftime. You know what I'm saying? The band comes out. You know what I'm saying? You got the band, the champagne dancers, and all of that stuff.
Well, no, wait. Where's the champagne? Where does champagne fit into this?
No. They call them the champagne dancers. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they're not really. It's not like Chris Rock. It's not that kind of champagne. Okay. These is college students, Nando. For Christ's sake.
I don't know. He said it. I'm like, okay, one of these things does not belong.
Evie, get to your trade in a minute. I'm setting up the halftime show. Normally, I'll do a little bit of time in the stadium, but I'm be on the concourse trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Oh, what's going on? This, that, and the third. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. Oh, he's over there. Oh, hey, what's going on, right? But then, right, halftime, so they'll come out there, it's not band, it's, HBCU band, so it's band, you know what I'm saying? So, and then before the marching one, it's called the marching band, it's called the marching 101, right? So before the marching 101 will leave the field, you hear din, 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 and then they'll do the fight song, Get Up for the Bulldogs. And everybody's Get Up for the Bulldogs. And that's what halftime is like. As a matter of fact, I thought of y'all, you know what I'm saying, since this is homecoming week, right? I thought of y'all, and I sent the producers actually a snippet of the fight song, Get Up for the Bulldogs. If you'd like to hear it go. Then, get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up. Everybody get up. Get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up. And there you go right there. That is Get Up from the Bulldogs by the mighty Marching 101. So that'll be like halftime, and then they'll have like the champagne dancers, the cheerleaders, and the drum major and all of that. Yeah, it is pretty cool live. Get up for the Bulldog part, but it's better at a night game when it's not 700 degrees on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why you stay in the concourse.
Yeah, that's why you stay in the concourse. So that's why you wait for the Celebration Bowl. Hopefully, then you're inside the confines of a dome, controlled temperature. But in the Orangeburg sun, get up for the Bulldogs can be like, all right, let's go back. You know what I'm saying? Does your offshore book have an SC state line? No, they don't yet. I looked this morning and they didn't.
I'll check draft.
That would be in the extra games. You have to go to extra games for that because college football has an extra game session. You'll find it there. They playing Virginia Lynchburg, and I know Virginia Lynchburg has not had a line on them all season long. You know what I'm saying? If there was a line, it would probably be double digits, even though it hasn't looked that great so far this year. But we still got time to make it to the Celebration Bowl.
I got nothing here, man. I put in South C, and it's already there are no game lines for your search.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There's only one extra game. As a matter of fact, there's no extra games listed on my offshore book right now.
Carolina, there's Coastal Carolina, there's North Carolina State, there's East Carolina, there's North Carolina. That's it.
Yeah, no Coastal. Coastal. We talked about Coastal the other day. You know what I'm saying? Remember? I know you talking about the billionaire. You talking about the billionaire, and then Coastal was on TV that same night, right? Yeah, I think they did. They played that same night on TV.
I think Isaiah Likely went to Coastal, didn't he?
I think Isaiah Likely did go to Coastal. As a matter of fact, I think I know somebody who knows Isaiah Likely. I'm at that age now where I know people like to go to school. You know what I'm saying? One of my good homegirls, both her daughters go to Coastal. I was trying to get Jaden to go down there, but Jaden was like, "Oh no." Oh, and as far as NFL players, South Carolina State has Darius Leonard and Jacoby Durant from plays as a cornerback for the Rams. He's a rookie, and then South Carolina State has 4 Hall of Famers: Harry Carson, Deacon Jones, Deacon Jones. I forgot the other 2. Oh boy,
are they going to be there? Are they going to be there for homecoming? Is this like everybody comes back for homecoming?
A lot of people come back. You probably won't see Harry Carson or Deacon Jones. You
never know.
They do have Harry Carson, Deacon Jones, a dude that used to play for the Steelers, Mel Motley, and it's somebody else too. I can't skip my names right now, but those are the 2 right there. But I'll check to see. I don't think it's going to be a line on this one right here this week because it's Virginia Lynchburg, who was like the bottom of the FCS.
Let me check BetMGM. South Carolina State. South Carolina. Okay, we got at least that far.
Do the Gamecocks play this weekend? That's probably who that could be.
South Dakota State. No, they're already.
I go to the game. On the Gamecast say it's going to be 68 tomorrow. No, it's no line on this game, Nando.
Now they go right from South Carolina to South Dakota State. I'm sorry.
Yes, different schools, different states, different vibes.
Just it shows up. It shows up. He's got a question. He's got a question. I got a trade offer. He wants to get Lockett. Josh Reynolds. Good to go. I feel good about it. I feel great about that.
Lockett. I would do that.
Yeah,
I would do that. I want to have Lockett. Man. Yeah, I want to have Lockett, especially the way that Geno is playing. I wouldn't mind having Lockett. Lockett stands up. He's a good player. I would do that.
It's still going to be like DK Metcalf one week, Tyler Lockett the next week, but I mean, like at least you got a shot. I think Josh Reynolds is just going to, his ceiling. They got other mouths to feed there, whereas in Seattle it's Lockett and DK Metcalf, and they're letting Geno Smith throw. So, which is not a Justin Fields joke. It's they wouldn't let him throw a lot last year when he came in relief for Russell Wilson.
Harry Carson, Deacon Jones, Marion Motley, and Donnie Shell. Those are the 4 Hall of Famers.
It's quite the collection of 2 names I don't know and 2 names I do.
Yeah. The 2 names you do know are legendary names.
Yeah, that's great. Do they have like their numbers up on the
yeah, they got they got a little wall ring of honor. Harry Carson, Deacon Jones. They got them people up there. They got a Harry Carson. They got like a little Harry Carson monument in the student center, which is
pretty like a statue of the man, or like
it's like a bust. Like a bust and like a painting or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's still pretty good
to me though. It's been better people to me. Well, then again, I never seen Harry Carson play college football, so I can't say that.
Who's the guy we were talking about the other day who has a statue of him in downtown Tuscaloosa? Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder.
You know?
Yeah,
People get statues. It's just what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not against it. You know, they had some decent basketball players over the years too, but nobody who made it that far.
Oh, can't all do it, you know.
Roderick Blakeney may have been like the MVP of the G League years ago. Maybe something like that could have been true. That's
Right.
about it, really.
Justin Henry would know.
Justin Henry knows everything.
I know.
He was good yesterday. Justin Henry. I don't like him being a 49er fan, but everything else was good though. You know what I'm saying? Solid. You know what I mean? I don't like him being a Laker fan either.
We never met him before. That was the first time we met him. Was live on air. That was kind of fun. He fit in well as one of our friends.
Yeah, I think he does a good job as being a friend. Thank you for being a friend.
Din, 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 din. What do you say we take a break? We'll come back. We'll slam dunk the rest of the show.
Let's do it.
In a good way. We got a couple more picks to go. Yeah, we got some more football stuff to go. We got some notes. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Make bets and follow your fantasy team while you buy, sell, and trade collectibles in real time. Only on Bettor Sports Network.
Lunch Money with Kyle and Ray. Weekdays at noon Eastern, presented by FantasyGuru.com.
Right now, Ray, it is Cooper Kupp and nothing with this offense.
There goes Kupp. Needs a block. Gets it. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cooper Kupp.
And Kupp, to his credit, still gets his. But Ray, it's almost like this offense is so fixated on Cooper Kupp that nothing else. We can all complain about Stafford and the numbers, Ray, but the dude is getting murdered. Like there's no way he's making it to week 10 at this pace right now.
Am I a Stafford backer? Yes. Did I think his arm was going to be fine? Yes. Has his arm been fine? Absolutely. His arm's totally fine. The elbow issue that we were all concerned about is not a thing. However, everything else is a massive concern. As much as I have to support at Stafford, I have him in a couple leagues. I've supported him when people have asked questions. I'm no longer supporting Stafford. I can't. It has nothing to do with Matt Stafford. He's totally fine. The offense is broken, straight broken. And this offensive line somehow is only 31 out of 32 in pass blocking over at Pro Football Focus. I have no idea how the Titans are worse. They can't even set a pocket. And he's getting hit on every play. There were about 4 times yesterday where it looked like he got knocked out of the game, but he soldiered through it. This offensive line is horrible. The coaching staff and Sean McVay, you guys, you suck. Straight. I mean, you're the Super Bowl champion. This is what you're putting out there. Like, when you're going well, everyone loves you. And we've joked around, if you used a urinal next to Sean McVay once, you have a coaching job in the NFL. Where's Boy Wonder? There's nothing. This offense is horrible.
The Playbook with Fensty and Ronis. Weekdays at 5 Eastern.
Geno Smith is like a savior right now, which
it's a joke.
We would have been laughed at if we said, even in week 2, if we said it. And right now, he's playing great football. And
Ronan, how much of an idiot am I? I mean, all the shows we were on together, I would repeatedly say, I'm not touching Metcalf, I'm not touching Lockett.
Everyone said that. I mean,
Metcalf especially, because for a while he was going in that like mid-4th round. Lockett, at least, you could get him at a decent value, the 7th, 8th round towards the end of draft season. But I was still like, I don't trust Geno. I'm not going Metcalf. I'm not going Lockett. I said it 1,000 times, and Geno Smith's been turning heads.
I did draft Geno in a super flex best ball league. I think as my 3rd quarterback, but I didn't expect this. I just said, well, he's starting. I thought maybe he might lose the job at some point to Lock, but I'm like, he's starting, so I took him. But this is in for leagues with 6 points for a passing touchdown. Josh Allen is averaging 36.1 points per game. Lamar's at 31.8, Mahomes 28.8, Hurts 27. And then there's a drop off to Goff at 23.8, and that includes his crappy game this week. So Geno's at 8th, 23.5. I mean, it's been pretty bad.
Bettor Sports Network is betting, fantasy, collectibles. It's sports talk done better.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Call, chat, and enter contests in real time. It's Sports Talk 3.0 with Bettor Sports Network.
Yes. That is 5-star production value, man.
Thank you for being the friend. Now, here's the thing. Now, I have this. If Nando, you may know this.
Yeah.
I don't think. I doubt if Jared and Adam would know this. You may remember this. Matt may remember it too. Better boss. This thank you for being a friend was essentially led to the end of the Roto Experts in the Morning as we know it. Huh? Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, it kind of led to the end of the Roto Experts in the Morning.
Was this the 37th floor that lead?
Yeah, definitely ended up on the 37th floor after this one.
I remember that.
I lived on the 37th floor, but that day I was like, oh boy. You know, I said something on air, and somebody, as soon as I said it, a lady friend of mine texted me and was like, "You went too far." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "No, I didn't." And then I got home that afternoon, and the phone rang, and I'm looking at the number, and I'm like, "Oh, this might be trouble." And I answered the phone, and it was. And I remember we came into that segment with "Thank you for being a friend." Oh, look, getting the game got a Judge Walk at plus 700.
Well, I can pull it back up.
Or did you hit that already? Or he just bet it. Okay, got it. I hope that works for you.
Clace is still pitching. Clace throws fire. He's going to challenge Judge.
We still 2-2, right?
Judge fouling some off and then just cranking a home run, probably, actually.
And then we walk it off.
Let's take a look. Do you want me to see what that is?
No. We'll walk it off. A walk off. Oh, yeah. Oh, would that just be the money line? A walk off would lead to the money line, right? Tie game.
A home run would be plus 1,500. It's tied right now. If Judge homers is it. Game over. They got to walk him. They're going to walk him. The walk is plus 700.
I know. That must have been a mistake. Or then again, the book really don't make mistakes like that.
I know. Speaking of the book, so we'll put $2 to win 16 on a walk.
I can
do that. Right? Because you could go to Aaron Judge, 5th plate appearance, 9th inning.
Okay.
So I guess if Bettor hits a home run, that's a push. I get my money back. Great, no problem. You want to do a home run? We'll put $2 on a home run and plus boom, $2 to win 32 on a home run. So if he homers or walks, we refresh our account.
All right, where are we up to on the okay, I gave you how many picks I gave you so far? I gave you the Giants, 3. I gave you the Cardinals. Yeah, I gave you the Giants, I gave you the Cardinals.
And we got the Colts.
And I gave you the Colts. All right, let's go to this one right here. I feel a certain way about. I like the Falcons getting 4.5. As a matter of fact, PointsBet. I like the Falcons getting 5.5. PointsBet has already gone to 4.5. DraftKings is already going to 4.5.
I got 5 here on the score.
FanDuel, BetMGM, the score 5.5. I love it at 5.5. I bet it at 4.5 too, though. Showing it at 4.5 shows the numbers coming in my direction, so I like it even more. I like Atlanta at home, getting that number versus San Francisco. Back-to-back road game from San Francisco, stayed on the East Coast, right?
Yep.
What scares me about this one is the Falcons without Cordero Patterson.
That's it. It's a different team.
It may be very difficult for them to score without Patterson. That's what worries me about this. San Francisco's defense is great, and San Francisco can score enough to win. But can they score enough to cover? I'm not so sure about that. I like Atlanta at home in the Dome. If Atlanta is going to cover and possibly win this game, it's going to be a big game from Tyler Algier. I would play Algier. If you like the Falcons, play Algier in Jock Market.
Algier against the 49ers. The Falcons are 2-3, man. The Falcons, they beat the 49ers. They're a 300 team. Or I'm sorry, a 500 team with 3 wins.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they were a 7-win team last year. They were 7-10 last year.
Exactly. They were supposed to be the worst team in the league coming into the season. They've actually competed well, but that's because they're managing the game. And a part of that managing the game is why fantasy owners are so upset about Pitts' production, because they're not slinging it all over the field. They're punting. You know what? Last night, Washington kick the field goal
Yeah.
instead of going for it on fourth down. That's one of the reasons why they won that game last night. Another thing, a punt is not a bad play. Sometimes a punt is a very good play. It can change field position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it can cause you from making a stupid play or a ridiculous turnover. So just because a team is punting doesn't mean that that team is bad or that offense stinks. Sometimes a punt is a good play. We don't need to go for it on every 4th and 1. Like, we don't need every time we get in the goal line and the drive stalls, kick a field goal. It helped the Commanders last night. It could help your team this week. It could help you cover a spread. So I like Atlanta to cover this number. I think San Francisco wins on the kick at the buzzer. But then again, Atlanta can win on the kick at the buzzer too.
You're being very
Atlanta was robbed last week. I don't care about analytics.
Oh, wait, it's 2-2 on Aaron Judge right now.
All right, here we go, baby.
A Walker home run. I don't think he's going to strike out against Emmanuel Clase. I don't think that's going to happen.
Well,
I could be wrong.
He's been striking out all day.
I mean, Bettor struck out. Higashioka struck out, right? I mean, is Clase just going to strike everybody out? No. He's going to challenge Bettor. He's going to challenge Judge, and Judge is either going to hit a bomb or foul a couple off, and then
hit a bomb.
Walker hit a bomb. Yeah, there's no. I mean, he's not going to double. Aaron Judge going to double off Emmanuel Clase. He's not a slap hitter.
He's going to hit it out. He's going to hit it and shit. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Oh,
that's why.
Aaron Judge.
No, you know what? Actually, I hope he strikes out. I hope he strikes out.
Aaron Judge, case closed. All rise.
No, you know what's good? Clase closed.
Oh yeah, that's even better. Clase closed. All rise. A Judgian blast.
Oh man, how can
and
you
the
like
Yankees
this?
win game 2? I love it. It's the best thing in sports.
It is the cheesiest thing in the entire world, and hate it. And I just can't. I can't. Like I just can't. I'm sorry. It's not even cheese. It's like calculated cheese. It's All right, you got another one.
Game of the
ground
year.
out. Ground out.
Oh,
Aaron Judge never grounds. Oh well, there goes $4.
Terrible.
Oh, good show today so far. Let's
Game of the year.
Tab. What else?
Yeah, I know, right?
Foolishly
Next.
spend money on.
Regular season game of the year.
Yeah,
Kansas
Dallas
City
Cowboys.
Chiefs. No, not that one. Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
4:25 p.m. Eastern time start. Is this game on CBS or Fox?
I don't know, man. Like,
why is football?
4:25 is not the marquee game.
Yeah, well, it is. It is this week. 4:25.
But I mean, like that's 4:25.
Football night in the. Well, 4:25 on Fox is America's Game of the Week.
CBS.
So now it's on CBS. It's not America's Game of the Week, but that's a Fox thing. And it's not Football Night in America because the Dallas Cowboys play on Football Night in America. So, yeah, CBS must have protected Bills Chiefs. Good job. So here we go. 4:25. Now, I said it yesterday. I say it again today. This game is going to play out similar to the Bills and the Rams game from week 1. I think the Buffalo Bills are going to come into Kansas City, and it's going to be very hard to stop them. They're probably only going to be able to stop themselves.
Yep.
I will lay this number easily with the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, the best team in football right now. We've seen this number go from 2 to 2.5, and now we're seeing 3s. PointsBet has a 3. DraftKings has a 3 right now. You want to lay this at 2.5 as soon as possible, but you can lay it at 3 because I think the Buffalo Bills destroy the Kansas City Chiefs this week. I like Buffalo to win the game by double digits. I would do an alternate spread and lay 6.5.
Whoa,
with the Buffalo Bills this week. I think Buffalo does a number on Kansas City. Now, that does not mean it's going to happen in the playoffs, but in this regular season game, I like Buffalo to win the game, something around like 31-10, around that area. 31-17, something like that. So I like the under as well.
Why don't you tease that up a little higher, right?
Buffalo will get to 30, but Kansas City won't get to 20.
Let me see. Alternate spread. Hold on. Let me get to the Bills game first, and then do it from there. Because I want to see how high. Like, if you're going to do, I mean, if you're going to think it's 31-10, you might as well go
max
like
out.
50. Yeah, see what the deal is with that. Let's see. TD scores, game lines. We do the passing props. DST squares. Oh, we could do some squares if you'd like. Game parlays, halves, quarters. Come on, man. Just give me the alternate spread, please. I don't know why this is so hard. I gotta be able to say it into my phone. First touchdown score past the defined. Sorry, man. This is first half, first quarter, second quarter, fourth quarter. No, this is good.
Alabama.
Sorry,
Alabama,
man.
and no, don't worry about it. No, it's all good. Alabama and Tennessee this weekend. Big college football game going down in the Southeastern Conference. Now, one of the things that I have noticed the past 2 seasons with these big time SEC games, regardless of who is the favorite or the underdog, the home team normally covers the spread in these SEC games, particularly these big time SEC games. So now you see Alabama. This number is actually pushed up off the 7 through the 7.5. We're seeing 8. There's some 8.5 on the board right now. So not a lot of people believe in the undefeated Volunteers. This is a big home game in Rocky Top. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rocky Top. Obviously going to break this down tomorrow morning on Homecoming with me and Tom Casale beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you all come back and check out on that. We handicap the full slate of college football, right? But this obviously is the game of the week this week right here. I think Tennessee covers the number. I really do. But I think Alabama wins the game. I think it's a 4 or 5 point win for Bama. I think Tennessee fights. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Bryce Young will play. This number suggests that Bryce Young will play, Heisman Trophy candidate. So I like Alabama to win a game, probably somewhere in that 4 to 7 point range. I would take Tennessee on the spread, but I would try to get Alabama live at a better number, especially because if the Vols come out and score first, that crowd's going to be going crazy, and they're going to sucker. The books are going to sucker into people betting Tennessee on the money line, and they're going to make that number even. So I would look to get Alabama at a good money line spot, anywhere from 140 to even money.
I got your alternate spreads here. It's really not that great. Like if you want to go, the highest you can go is Buffalo Bills minus 16, and that's only plus 493. I don't know if that's worth taking that shot.
Say that again. Bills minus what?
Bills minus 16, so they would still fit under your 31 to 10 scenario. Yeah. Plus 493. Bills minus 13 is 346. The 6.5 that you wanted initially was plus 154.
That I need. It's not juicy enough, but
yeah.
I would lay. What's it to lay it at minus 9? If you give me minus 9 at 3 to 1, I'll take that. Minus 9, so minus 9.5.
We were done with that, so hold on. Let me go.
Sorry.
Let me go back. No problem. I know how to get there now. It's its own little thing. You don't have to go to the game first. You got to go to the alternate spread. Buffalo Bills minus 9 plus 221.
Bills minus 9 plus 221. I want that. I want it juicier than that. So they must be on to it.
They're on to us.
Keenan Allen, Judy, Lockett, McKenzie, and more. I'm thinking Lockett and Allen, or Lockett and McKenzie if Allen injured. I would agree with you on that. Already burnt one wide receiver spot, Curtis Samuel last night. I don't know why you played Curtis Samuel last night. Maybe it was me talking up Carson Wentz, but I was thinking more about like Brown and the other cats because Samuel ain't really been much in my opinion. But I think who does the Broncos play this week? Why are you sitting Judy? Judy came back pretty nice last week.
I guess he did, but can you trust him? Can you trust anyone on that Broncos team?
Yeah, you can't trust nobody on the Broncos. You're right, but outside of Sutton, you can't trust nobody.
Broncos play Monday Night Football at the Chargers. Oh, before we go, I forgot. We got you're actually giving away stuff this weekend. We finally get to give something away again.
Okay,
we must not be trusted. We're giving away more cool prizes on Bettor Sports Network. Listen to Better Zone on Sunday during halftime of the Bills-Chiefs game for your chance to win a Marv Levy Buffalo Bills autographed football jersey.
Nice.
That's all right. That's a cool one.
Halftime of Bills and Chiefs. I'll be off by then.
Oh, all right.
That'll be the second part of the crew. Yeah,
you're
but still,
on part of Better Zone.
I am 100%.
Who takes over? Is that Ronas and Lisa Ann after you, or
no? Holden Kushner and Lisa Ann. I don't know Holden Kushner and Pilar Lastra. Shout out to them. They do an excellent job as well.
To be eligible, you need to download the app, obviously, which I think a lot of people watching are already on there. Register, which we've done, and listen live Sunday during halftime of the Buffalo-Kansas City game. Another giveaway comes your way Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern on Moose and Keith with your chance to win a Natrone Means signed authentic San Diego Chargers jersey, courtesy of Getting the Game at Better Sports Network. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or over. Winners within the last 90 days are not eligible.
Yeah, I would have started Judy over Samuel, but you've already got that out there. I would go. I don't mind locking in McKenzie. So I don't like obviously locking in Allen. If Allen is out, I think McKenzie's a good play. So yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I just shut down an entire series of windows by accident.
Don't worry about it, Nando.
You know what? It's Friday. It's 5:00. What do I need those windows for?
Yeah, Boogie's on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that what he wanted to tell you?
He's like, I'm on the road. And then I think he was like trying to figure out where he was going to stay at tonight. So thankfully, I do have the guest room ready. But I can't fit everybody, and they can't come sleep with me. You know what I'm saying?
Just go right to the Walmart and get your air mattresses, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, exactly. I had to get an air mattress or something. Exactly.
Oh, they could bring their own. Just give me here. Put this as a stop. Here's the Walmart.
My neighbor may have an air mattress, but when I do the Bettor Zone, when I do Homecoming tomorrow morning live here on the Bettor Sports Network, they have to be quiet or they have to go to Waffle House.
Why not put him in the background? We have that vibe. You could have just sit in the background, like on the Tom Green show. The guy with the mug, he was in the back with a mug. Glenn.
Some of these, a couple of my home, me and two of my homies are very adult and mature acting. It's one of them though. That still kind of act like he in college.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not the way he act. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you lose him? Is that the guy? Is that the guy you lose at like 4:00? You're like, where'd he go? And then you see he's just crashed on your bed at 8:30 when you come home to.
No, if there's like a scuffle going on, that's the guy. Like, is that him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy he is. Yeah.
You haven't done House of the Dragon yet, right? You're off. You haven't.
No, I'm waiting for the off season.
You may burn through a few on the next couple Wednesdays. It's really good.
Everybody says that. My pops loves it.
It's great. I mean, it's kind of like Game of Thrones, but it's not Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Don't know how else to explain it. What's Sunday like? I mean, besides the show, it's just drink a bunch of water, take some aspirin.
Yeah, Sunday is. Yeah, today I'm doing after the show. I got to do some paint. Help my pops do some painting outside on my porch because I'm having company. I got to write the college football show for tomorrow. The Guardians up 3-2.
Should have got him at plus 180 live, but I used all my money on Aaron Judge to Isaiah kind of for left at a double.
Micro betting on Corey, Nando, and friends.
It's the future.
You got to cut that right there and make that a rejoin.
Yeah.
Micro betting on
no
Corey,
other show is
Nando,
micro
and
betting.
Friends. Yeah, micro betting on lunch money.
Adam Ronis micro bets, and you can too. Ronis up next. Fancy Ronis up next with the playbook. Yeah, look at those guys. 5 to 7 on a Friday.
Yeah,
Ronis not doing anything else.
By the time they get off air, I'll be in Orangeburg. Get up for the Bulldogs. Oh man, micro betting. Micro betting with Justin Fensterman and Adam Ronis.
Isaiah kind of Falefa just doubled. You could have won $4.25.
Oh man,
we gotta go.
Stuff. Great week, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy you. Thank you for rocking with us. Everybody enjoy the weekend.
Keep the calls coming. Happy homecoming to everybody. We'll see you later.